The Goldfinch, Il Cardellino, by Donna Tartt. Summary: The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, published in 2013, is a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel that follows the life of Theo Decker, a young boy who survives the terrorist bombing at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Amid the chaos, he takes a small painting, The Goldfinch by Carl Fabricius, which becomes a symbol of beauty, memory, and loss that Theo carries with him as he grows up. The novel explores themes of trauma, survival, art, and identity, as Theo's life becomes intertwined with the stolen masterpiece in unexpected and profound ways. Plot summary. 1. The bombing and loss of Theo's mother. The novel begins with 13-year-old Theo visiting the Metropolitan Museum with his mother. A terrorist bomb explodes, killing several people, including Theo's mother, and leaving Theo traumatized and disoriented. Amid the destruction, he encounters an elderly man who, moments before dying, urges Theo to take the Goldfinch, a small but precious painting that survived the blast. This decision shapes the course of Theo's life, as he clings to the painting as a memory of his mother and a symbol of hope amid his grief. 2. Theo's life with the Barbers. After his mother's death, Theo stays with the Barbers, a wealthy family of one of his school friends. Although they are initially unfamiliar and distant, they provide him with some stability. Theo struggles with guilt, depression, and the trauma of the bombing, all while concealing the painting, fearing the consequences of being found with it. Over time, he bonds with Andy Barber, a quiet, intellectual boy, and his presence offers a small respite from Theo's loneliness. 3. Move to Las Vegas and friendship with Boris. Just as Theo begins to adjust to his new life, his estranged father arrives and takes him to live in Las Vegas. Theo's father, Larry, is a failed actor and alcoholic with a gambling addiction. In Las Vegas, Theo meets Boris, a Ukrainian boy who has experienced his own share of trauma. Boris introduces Theo to drugs and alcohol, and the two develop a close but troubled friendship marked by a shared sense of abandonment. The Goldfinch remains Theo's secret solace, a reminder of his lost life in New York. 4. Return to New York and restoration work. Following the sudden death of his father in a car accident, Theo returns to New York and is taken in by Hobie, a kind-hearted furniture restorer and the business partner of the elderly man who died in the bombing. Hobie becomes a mentor and father figure to Theo, teaching him about the art of furniture restoration and providing a sense of stability. As he grows older, Theo begins to work with Hobie in the antique business, selling high-end restored furniture. However, he engages in unethical practices, selling fake pieces to unknowing clients, which highlights his ongoing struggles with morality and identity. 5. Reappearance of the Goldfinch and encounter with the criminal underworld. Years later, Theo's life spirals further when Boris reappears and confesses that he had stolen the Goldfinch during their time in Las Vegas, only to lose it in a series of criminal dealings. Determined to reclaim the painting, Theo and Boris embark on a dangerous journey into the criminal underworld, attempting to retrieve it. Their adventure takes them to Amsterdam, where Theo finds himself entangled in violence and betrayal, forcing him to confront the choices he has made and the lasting impact of his grief. 6. Resolution and reflection. In the aftermath of his experiences, Theo returns to New York with a deeper understanding of himself and his relationship with the Goldfinch. Through Hobie's support and his own reflections, Theo begins to come to terms with his past and his trauma, recognizing both the beauty and pain that art can encapsulate. His journey with the painting, which he ultimately returns to its rightful place, symbolizes his path toward self-acceptance and redemption. Key themes. 1. Trauma and loss. Theo's journey is marked by the lasting effects of trauma and loss, particularly the sudden death of his mother. His attachment to the Goldfinch serves as a coping mechanism and a source of comfort, encapsulating his struggle to process his grief and move forward. 2. Art as redemption and beauty. The Goldfinch painting symbolizes the power of art to provide solace and transcendence in times of hardship. The novel explores how beauty can coexist with pain, suggesting that art offers a path toward healing and understanding, even amid life's suffering. 3. Identity and moral ambiguity. Theo's actions reflect his inner turmoil and his struggle to define himself. His involvement in criminal activities, deceit, and moral compromises depict the ways trauma can distort one's sense of right and wrong, making his journey a search for identity and integrity. 4. Friendship and influence. Theo's relationships, particularly with Boris, are central to his life choices. Boris's influence leads Theo down a path of self-destruction, but their friendship also offers companionship in a world marked by isolation and pain. This relationship illustrates the impact of shared experiences and the comfort of a kindred spirit. 5. The persistence of memory and legacy. Theo's attachment to the painting reflects his longing to hold on to his mother's memory. His journey shows how memories, both cherished and traumatic, shape one's path. The Goldfinch serves as a legacy, carrying the weight of his past and the connection to his mother. Conclusion. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt is a deeply moving exploration of trauma, art, and the search for meaning in a world marred by loss. Through Theo's life journey, Tartt examines the complexities of grief, identity, and redemption, portraying how art and human connections can serve as a balm for the wounds of the past. The Goldfinch is celebrated for its intricate storytelling and philosophical depth, offering readers a meditation on beauty, tragedy, and resilience.